It's Thursday night football between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans. We break down the game, give you our best bet, and it all starts right now. Hey guys, it's Matt from GrandstandBettors.com, and Week 17 of the NFL season starts with some Thursday night football between the Cowboys and the Titans. We're going to get to our best bet in just a moment, but first, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss any of our NFL picks and predictions for the rest of the season, including playoffs all the way through the Super Bowl. And while you're at it, smash that like button. If you are excited, we are only 2 weeks away from the NFL playoffs. I know I can't wait, but without further ado, let's dive in to some Thursday night football here between the Cowboys and the Titans. Cowboys are 10-point favorites at the moment, over-under set at 40.5, and the Cowboys have clinched a playoff spot, and although most likely they cannot get a first-round bye or even host a wild card round game, they are set to play the NFC South Division winner, and they gotta feel pretty comfortable with that. Now, before we head into the playoffs, though, there are a couple of weeks left, and although 6 weeks ago this looked like an intriguing matchup on Thursday Night Football, again, here we are left with one that really doesn't matter to us. The Cowboys, they're coming off an impressive win over the Eagles as Dak threw for 350 yards and 3 touchdowns, but was it really that impressive? The Eagles had Gardner Minshew at quarterback, and thanks to Prescott's pick 6 early in that game, the Cowboys actually trailed 10-0. And the Cowboys defense allowed Minshew to also throw for 350 yards against them. If you're a Cowboys fan right now, you have to be looking at your secondary and hoping that was a one-off performance and not a sign of things to come. To be fair, this Cowboys secondary has been phenomenal all season. They are top 10 in the league, only giving up 202 yards per game through the air. And overall, as a defense, they're 6th best in scoring, only giving up 20 points per game. In fact, the weakest part of the defense prior to that game against the Eagles was their rushing defense, where they are allowing 130 yards per game on the ground. The problem is this week, they're going to face a Titans team that doesn't have Tannehill under center. So that means the Cowboys' rush defense might be exposed a little bit here, as they are going to have to defend Malik Willis. Speaking of Malik Willis and the Titans offense, or the team in general, they have really struggled to put up points and in correlation wins recently. They've now lost 5 games in a row, and no matter what happens this week, they're going to be playing for the AFC South title next week against the Jags. It's crazy to think just 5 weeks ago they had this division all but locked up, and now their backs are against the wall to even make the playoffs. Malik Willis may be in and out of this league quicker than Johnny Manziel. He has looked awful, or what some may call, in fact us call, a poor man's Lamar Jackson. He has yet to throw over 100 yards in a game, and over 8 games in which he has appeared in this season, he only has a 50% completion rate and 276 passing yards through the air, and with no touchdowns and 3 interceptions. On top of that, some people might argue, well, he doesn't need to throw because he can use his legs. Well, yes, maybe. He does average 4.6 yards per carry, but honestly, 123 yards on 27 attempts is not eye-popping. To be fair, though, it's not like Ryan Tannehill was lighting up the stat sheet before he took over. The Titans have the 3rd worst offense on the season in the NFL, gaining less than 300 yards per game on the season, and the 3rd worst passing offense. There is one bright spot for this team and one player on the Titans that has given them any sign of life/hope of making the playoffs, and that is, as we all know, Derrick Henry. Henry, 1,400 yards on the season with 13 touchdowns, which is nearly half of all the offensive touchdowns the Titans have put up. Now, he is dealing with a minor hip issue, but he does look like he's going to be good to go for this game against a weaker Cowboys rush defense in this one. So, what is our best bet here on Thursday Night Football? Well, a couple things here. First, although Dallas' secondary has looked great this season, they are fraudulent in my opinion. Listen, these are the guys that they have played this season at quarterback. Daniel Jones twice, Carson Wentz, Jared Goff, Justin Fields, Matt Ryan, Davis Mills. Those 6 wins account for more than half of the wins the Cowboys have on the season. And can you really tell me those are elite quarterbacks? When the Cowboys have played against better QBs, they have either lost the game outright or they've won while their secondary's given up over 300 yards passing. But most of that goes unnoticed as Dallas has the 3rd best scoring offense in the NFL. The good news for them this week is they again get to face a horrible quarterback in Malik Willis. Now, honestly, everything points to the Cowboys continuing on with their success in this one, and with the Titans just needing a win next week to make the playoffs. If Henry tweaks his injury at all early in this game, they might sit him early so he's good to go next week against the Jags. But 10 points to give a home team on Thursday Night Football is a lot. So honestly, we're going to stay away from the spread in this one, and we're going to give you 2 other bets this week. Yes, 2 bets this week. Malik Willis, he's got to get better if he wants to stay in this league, and he knows that. To do that, you can make yourself look good if you get your rushing offense involved early, often, and down the field, vertical running. And look for Malik Willis and this team to basically run the offense through what we would call a Navy offense. You know, the one where they run, and then you fall asleep from all the running, and then they pass unexpectedly down the field for 30 yards for a massive gain. We think that is going to be the game plan this week against the Cowboys. We do think the Titans have some success here this week at home on a short week. So with our first bet of Thursday Night Football, we are going to take the Tennessee Titans over 1.5 total touchdowns, which you can actually get at even money on DraftKings. And in correlation with that pick, we think that the Cowboys will also have success against a horrible Titan secondary, and this game will get over a total that has been bet way too much down. So with our second pick of Thursday Night Football, we're going to take the Titans and the Cowboys over 40.5 points. There you go, 2 bets this week, a little end of 2022 surprise for you all. I hope you enjoy it. Now, just a reminder, if you are looking for our full card for Week 17 in the NFL, head on over to GrandstandBettors.com, become part of our family, start living that Grandstand life, and make sure you go in the description below and check out our Patreon, which has been absolute fire. That only costs less than 25 cents per day over there, so make sure you click on that link in the description. As always though, sit back, relax, enjoy Thursday Night Football, and we will see you live right here for Cowboys Titans on Thursday night.